Welcome to Defense News Plus. The latest F-41 variant of the Dassault Rafale fighter jet has completed the first series of combat tests. According to reports, the tests of F-41 were conducted between 26th to 29th April. The Director General of Armament, responsible for project management, development and purchase of weapon systems for the French military. During the trials, 2 Rafale F-41 flew along with 6 combat aircraft of 2 Rafales Marines, 2 Mirage 2000s and 2 Alpha jets, creating a realistic combat scenarios. 8 complex missions demonstrating 50 aircraft sorties were carried out by test crews. The pilots of F-41 Rafales wore new Scorpion helmets. These new helmet-mounted sights are featured with a new long-range optoelectronic system which increases the infrared search and track for detecting and identifying airborne stealth targets at long range. The new Rafales will include more lethal weapons like the Mica-NG short to medium range air-to-air missile with an enhanced range, new 1000 kg version of AASM Hammer precision guided munition, as currently using 250 kg guided bomb and matrix sensors for accurate sensitivity. It will be upgraded to its current RBE2 AESA radar, Thales Talius long-range targeting pod communication suite and a long engine control unit. As per the sources, all the Rafales will be developed to F-4 standard by 2030. Dassault Aviation is supposed to offer the F-4 variant to the Indian Air Force. The Indian Air Force's Rafales are built as F-3R standard aircraft with 40 distinct Indian Air Force modifications, including latest version of Thales front sector optronics system featured with SAGEM infrared search and track, LBIT display and SIGT helmet, a transformed radar altimeter and a cold start engine capability for high altitude missions, system featured with SAGEM and included with AESA radar of upgraded software. The F-4 variant will be offered to India, as there is a possibility that India will go forward another contract of 36 additional Rafales. In another update, there is a possibility that India may approve the US Navy for the military base to the Andaman and Nicobar group of islands to cripple China, as the US Navy is planning its naval assets in the Indo-Pacific region. So, it is searching for safe territory in Andaman and Nicobar and the Bay of Bengal for refueling and other logistics support. India and US signed the contract of new framework in June 2005 to become major defense partners in 2016, conducting the largest number of peacetime military exercises bilaterally every year. Nearly 70 such exercises has been conducted, and concluding the 3 basic agreements of the Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement (LIMOA). Another one, Communications, Compatibility and Security Agreement (COMCASA), and the Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement (BECA), which paved the way for US that India will approve a permanent US naval base in the Indo-Pacific region. During the Cold War, India had denied a proposal for the naval base of then Soviet Union, and Moscow never raised the issue again. But now, looking at the increasing threats from Chinese PLA in the Indo-Pacific region and South China Sea, it has become inevitable to allow US installing a permanent refueling and other logistics support base in this region. As per the sources from the Hindu, Indian troops had faced another clash with the Chinese troops in the no patrolling zone at Galwan Valley at the earlier of May. Although there was no major conflict between the troops, a no patrolling zone of around 3 kilometers near the Y junction of the Galwan Valley was declared after the deadly clash last year. On the 15th June 2020, clash at the Galwan Valley between Indian and Chinese troops was the deadliest conflict, where we lost 20 soldiers. While China did not disclose the exact number of deaths of its soldiers, the two sides fought dangerously with each other with stones and nail-studded clubs. The two sides occasionally inspect the area to see if the other side has crossed the line in the no patrolling zone. The patrols are conducted at different times. Accidentally, the Indian and Chinese troops came there at the same time on that day. A minor face-off occurred, but they returned quickly. In another update, it is for the first time in the Indian history a private company is making ammunitions for the armed forces. Economic Explosive Limited, a subsidiary of Solar Industries India Limited, was given 400 crore rupees contract of manufacturing 10 lakh grenades for the Indian Army. The first batch of 40,000 multi-mode hand grenades will replace the British-era vintage hand grenades which is being used by the country's armies till now. The multi-mode hand grenades offer numerous advantages to soldiers in terms of the safety and lethality compared to the vintage hand grenades. Next update, Queen Elizabeth II visited Saturday to the Royal Navy's aircraft carrier ahead of its maiden operational deployment. The HMS Queen Elizabeth, named after the Tudor-era monarch who defeated the Spanish Armada, will be leading a 28-week deployment. The carrier group will travel through the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea, then from the Gulf of Aden to the Arabian Sea and Indian Ocean to the Philippine Sea, crossing over 40 countries including India, Japan, South Korea and Singapore with more than 70 engagements. It will be accompanied with the French carrier Charles de Gaulle in the Mediterranean Sea. A total of 3,700 sailors, aviators and marines are on board and will cover 25,000 nautical miles. The supercarrier has 8 RAF F-35B stealth fighter jets on board and will depart from Portsmouth Naval Base in southern England later Saturday. It will be sailing along with 6 Royal Navy ships, a submarine, 14 naval helicopters and a company of Royal Marines. UK is focusing on the Indo-Pacific region in response to China's growing influence on the world stage. That's it for today. If you like our work, then please hit the like button, share this video and do subscribe this channel to get the notification of the next video. Thank you.